So I'm damn sure we all have given interviews or we are going to give interviews in our life. But many of the times people who are experienced with the interview, we go to an interview but somewhere or somehow we miserably fail to give the optimum performance. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Divya Singh and this is Skill Savvy. Here I talk about soft skills, basic etiquettes, networking in order to lead overall development of your personality as well as lead a path to your career. So if you are new to my channel, you are most welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos and stay tuned for more updates. So I'm damn sure we all have given interviews or we are going to give interviews in our life. But many of the times people who are experienced with the interview, we go to an interview but somewhere or somehow we miserably fail to give the optimum performance that has been needed or required, or somewhere or the other some things lack that the interview gets really disappointing, right? So here I'm going to talk about the basic set of etiquettes that will help and enhance the overall performance of yours in an interview. So first things first, that is your non-verbal communication or your body language. Your body language, the way you are regulating, the way you are presenting yourselves, somewhere gives messages to the people present there, to the interviewer or to the coordinator who are present there, right? So the moment you enter organization, your interview has already started, right? So there are certain body languages, non-verbal communication you need to keep in note, which I will be discussing. It is for both. Sometimes what happens, you enter the organization and you will directly reach to the interview room. Yes, but sometimes there for a particular position in an MNC or a good organization, there are a bunch of candidates sitting over there. 10 people sitting in the interview line and you're the 11th one, right? So either it's the interview room with the interviewer or it's in the waiting room with the HR. HR are the coordinators of the interview, right? So for both of them, these body languages are the most important thing to keep in mind and to regulate when you are present. Your eye contact. It is most important thing actually because eye contact shows and reflects the level of confidence you're holding, right? So if there is one person or 10 people, if 10 people are there, definitely give a role to everyone with a smile on your face. So first thing is maintain that eye contact. Second thing is while you're giving that eye contact, have a slight smile on your face. This shows your confidence and greeting sometimes non-verbal, right? So even if it is one person or 10 people, maintain that eye contact and a slight smile on your face with everyone. The next one is, it is not non-verbal, but it needs to be there sometimes, while you are making that eye contact and a slight smile on your face, it is important you make a wish, greetings, kind of provide greetings to the people present there. So it is not possible to provide separate greetings to everyone, but just in a good tone, voice, pitch, you can just say, depending upon the time of your interview, you can just wish them good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. If you don't want to do it verbally, the non-verbal way will be hi. So this is the way, just bowing your head, making it that yes, you respect their presence. So that is also a way you can provide the greeting. So the next step is when you have entered the meeting room, you gave that smile, you gave that greeting, you gave that eye contact, right? It is done. But now you don't hold the authority to just scroll the chair, sit down and make yourself comfortable by putting all your items on their table, on the interviewer table. Because sometimes what happens is if the interviewer are tough, I would use the word tough, they this behavior of yours may backfire you, and there will be a question from the interviewer before even starting the interview that did I give you, or do you have the authorization to crawl the chair, sit down and keep your items on my table, right? It is true. Even if we have guests at our home, we give them the indication to kindly take the seat or kindly make themselves comfortable. So you need, until and unless you are getting that indication from the interviewer, please hold yourself back from sitting, because it is a very normal and genuine thing that interviewer will ask you to take the seat. But once you are able, but if you are doing it on your own, sometimes it becomes a a, a gesture which is not much appreciated by people, right? It is there, at least in interview where things are very formal and very precisely noticed, right? So this is the next step which you must follow. Once you are seated, the best way to keep your hands is just keep your hands straight on your laps, because you can see, right? You can see my shoulder level, it is straight, it is very calm, it is very formal in nature. It is something which is not showing I'm stressed or in anxiety that how the interview will be conducted, right? Once you put your hands on the table like this itself shows that you are in a negative body language, you are in the state of stress, tension and anxiety. Because the more you tighten your hands like this while sitting, it shows that your body language is somewhere at a position where you are stressed about more of what is going to happen, right? So in order to not reflect that, it is better that you keep your hands like this, straight, shoulders level straight, and it will indicate with a smile and your eye contact, it will indicate that you are calmly composed and ready for your interview. Now, many of the times people have this habit of, rolling their eyes here and there and even their neck sometimes, out of curiosity actually, I would say. So, for example, you are like this, like this, like this, or even like this, or even like this, even like this. So these are all kind of negative body language. Reason being, this indicates that more than the interview or the interviewer or everything else is taking your attention. The only thing that needs your attention from the moment you have entered that interview room is you, the interviewer, and how the interview will be conducted and is about to go. That's all. So for meanwhile, you need to just focus upon how you are regulating your body, your neck, your eyes. Just have this tip in your mind and just be calm when you are there. Tell me something about yourself. Give me your introduction. Please introduce yourself. The basic question, the very first thing that is ever asked by the interviewer. This one question, the way you respond to it, gives the clear indication of how your interview will go. It gives clear indication of on the interviewer whether you are asset for this company or not. It will give a clear indication to the interview that the amount and the set of questions that have been prepared, are they applicable to you or not, or whether that needs to be even conducted to you or not. It is that important, this single question. So the last thing you can do is just provide an indication that your skills, your experiences matches the profile they are looking for. So another set is try to basic knowledge of the organization is must before reporting for any interview. That is, you can just go to their website. You can try to have an understanding of what is the core of that organization, whether it is technical, educational, energy driven, something like that, Then another set is try to understand that what is the vision of that particular organization, right? Code of conduct, try to understand the code of conduct. Fourthly, try to understand that depending upon the core of the organization, is there any report in in the market or released on any of the news site that matches the organization? So when you have a pocket of information from these other different sources, you are able to somewhere pick those kind of resource and or the points, and you can put it in during your interview. That provides a positive impression of you and how much interest you are showing to the organization. The next step you need to be clear upon is your response to the questions being asked by the interviewer. Do not try to fake your answers, your response. The interviewer knows when you are lying or faking it when you are giving a response. So do not get in that attempt that you will be able to, just skip it, or you will not get caught. because it is not that case. Even if it is a simplest response that the interviewer has asked, what are your interests or your hobbies, and you have just said that I love reading books, and you named a book which you have no idea about, no clue about, it is possible that interviewer may ask that, okay, I have also read this book, tell me something about this book, what is your view, your opinion on this book. Now many a times there are topics which you do not have understanding about. So kabhi kabhi questions as sometimes there are questions where you cannot say that I don't know, I have no clue about this. No, that is not a response. Rather than you can just say that I'm so sorry, ma'am, but I need to study on this topic. But however, I request you to give a basic understanding regarding this. So after all the question is over, most of the time interviewer asks us that, do you have any questions for us? That is basically that if you have question for the interviewer or for the organization, and most of us deny that question. We say no. No is not a response in any form of interview. Remember this. No is not a response in interview. No is not a response in interview. Take it as an affirmation. This is the question where you can bounce back on the impression you are giving throughout the interview to the interviewer and the organization, right? So here you can actually say, yes, I would like to ask few questions. Now the questions can be that, what is the work culture of this organization? How does an ideal day looks like working for the profile I have been interviewed for, right? Can you give me an example of any project regarding the profile I have been interviewed for? You can also ask that, is there any particular set of skills or experience you look for in an ideal candidate? Now, these are the set of skills, questions that I will actually help and get you bounce back with the impression you have been creating throughout and from the starting you have entered this organization. Right now, this is all I had for you all today. I hope these key points will help you enhance, crack the interview in the greatest go, and it will also help to bounce your impression. And for more such videos, I would request you to please subscribe my channel Skills Savvy. Like my videos, share my videos, and follow for more updates. Thank you so much. See you again.